Nighttime private room. Hey, handsome, come drink with me. All the drinks are on me tonight. Xiao Fu, maybe I should just forget about it. She secretly pulled Xia Xiaofu, but Xia Xiaofu instead handed her a black card and immediately became excited. What's there to calculate? Just pick one you like, it's on me. The private room was already buzzing with excitement, and Xia Xiaofu was singing with boundless passion. Sister, please choose me. The young men were truly extraordinary, each of them was 186 centimeters tall, young and handsome. Guess how many abs I have? The young man pulled Zhuxi's little hand and placed it on his muscular stomach. I don't know. Looking at the two stunning beauties, the young masters thoroughly enjoyed themselves. As Xia Zhuxi was thinking, the door to the private room was suddenly pushed open. Everyone, get out. At this moment, the door to the luxury private room was fully opened, and a crisp, cold air rushed in, accompanied by a tall and slender figure. Fu Nanqing had arrived. Xia Xiaofu drank a little wine, and she suspected she was drunk because she felt that this extremely rare person looked a lot like someone else. Xia Xiaofu looked at Zhuxi with a puzzled expression. Is he a newcomer? He looks like the type Cece likes. Xia Xiaofu was about to speak, but the young man beside her pulled her out, saying, Miss Xia, that's President Fu, let's go. Zhuxi looked up and saw Fu Nanqing had arrived. Why are you here? Zhuxi smiled and curled her red lips. Fu Nanqing was wearing a black overcoat with a silver business vest underneath. He had just come from a meeting. Fu Nanqing's smile remained unchanged, but his eyes grew colder. Shouldn't I come? Yes, you seem to be having a lot of fun. Seeing Fu Nanqing coming, Zhuxi immediately stood up in a hurry. I can explain. I've been drinking, I can't stand properly. At that moment, Zhuxi's slender and beautiful fingers reached out and wanted to hug Fu Nanqing. The dazzling light from the luxurious private room illuminated the girl's beautiful face, which was as soft as jade. She said coquettishly, hug. She spoke the words hug in a delicate, sweet voice. Fu Nanqing looked cold and distant. He took a step back and said, explain properly, don't whine. Zhuxi, do you think you can get away with this? Zhuxi stepped forward and wrapped her small arms around his strong waist, sweetly pleading. He couldn't pull her away, because Zhuxi's soft, boneless body was pressed tightly against his chest, clinging to him and refusing to let go. Nanqing, I'm sorry, I was wrong, please forgive me just this once. Fu Nanqing couldn't stand her acting cute, and now she was apologizing to him like a kitten, which was a very good attitude in admitting her mistake. Fu Nanqing grabbed her slender arm, and placed it on his stomach. So, you have no explanation? The anger that had been building up in his chest had finally dissipated a lot on the way here, but when she remembered the incident just now, where the young man dragged her hand to touch her stomach, she felt unhappy again. Zhuxi, you don't touch my stomach often, is my stomach still not as good as other people's? We've been together for so long, you've lost interest. Afraid that he would continue talking, Zhuxi quickly stood on tiptoe and kissed his thin lips. What are you doing? Fu Nanqing's noble and upright figure stiffened, his hand landed on her waist, and he pushed her away. You're angry, I'll coax you, just like you do. Fu Nanqing laughed in exasperation. She really knew how to imitate him, using kisses to coax him. He hadn't even taught her, yet she had already learned it all. You figured out exactly what I could do about you. Fu Nanqing grabbed her waist and forcefully threw her onto the sofa. Fu Nanqing pressed one knee onto the sofa, bracing himself with both hands on either side of her to prevent her from getting up, trapping her beneath him. Fu Nanqing lowered his head and kissed her red lips fiercely. Zhuxi didn't close her eyes, just looked at the man on top of her. He kissed her very hard, as if she was really being squeezed. He seems to have calmed down, now's a good time, should I talk to him about having a child? Zhuxi felt the time was right, she was almost 3 months pregnant. Zhuxi's face flushed red. She leaned close to his ear and whispered in a voice only the two of them could hear. Nanching, how about I give you a little Mr. Fu? What? Fu Nanching reached out and pulled her away, his gaze fixed on her small, delicate face. What did you just say? I said, I want to have a child for you, a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter, like you or like me. As she spoke, she took his large hand and placed it on her lower abdomen. Do you want some? His large hand was being held by her soft little hand, gently resting on her lower abdomen. He was thinking, what if there really was a child of his in her belly, like his little CEO Fu, or like her little porcelain? This is something he absolutely cannot think about, just thinking about it makes Fu Nanching's heart melt. Children like us? Of course I want it. Fu Nanching wanted to speak, but then he remembered the incident when Lu Yao suddenly came to the Fu group. Miss Lu, you can't go in. Get out of my way. Nanching, I can't even get into your office now. Fu Nanching's clean fingers, which had been flipping through the documents, stopped. What are you doing here? Nanching, you swore an oath that if you broke your promise to my mother, you would drink the poison she left behind. I've come to bring you the medicine. If you come back to me now, I can pretend nothing happened. Fu Nanching had not forgotten, he had always remembered it. This was the oath he had made to his master, Zhuxi. Love potion is a deadly poison in the human world. I'll take the medicine, you get out, as for the marriage agreement, we're even now. This is the price he pays for breaking his promise. He knew he couldn't escape unscathed the day the engagement was dissolved. Fu Nanching, you like her that much? You dare humiliate me like this for her sake? You'll regret it. What's wrong? Zhuxi's voice pulled him back to reality. Nothing. He reached out to hug her. You still haven't answered me, do you want children? I've said before, I don't like children. He said, no. The light in Zhuxi's eyes dimmed. He still didn't want children. Oh, never mind then. I'm a little tired, so I'm going home now. He reached out to hug her. However, Zhuxi took a step back, preventing him from touching her. I'll take you home. No need. Cece, I'm sorry, I still have residual toxins in my body, it's not the right time yet. At least. Wait until I find a way that won't affect our child. Zhuxi opened the door and quickly drove away. Fu Nanching sat alone, his two large hands hanging at his sides slowly clenching into fists. Hospital Obstetrics and Gynecology Department. Baby, what should I do? Daddy still doesn't want you, but Mommy. Today is her prenatal checkup day, she'll have an ultrasound to check on the baby's development. Miss Zhuxi, it's your turn, come and check on the fetus. Doctor, how is it? Is the baby developing well? Zhuxi lay down, lifted her clothes to reveal her belly, and soon the doctor gently slid the instrument across her belly. The doctor exclaimed in surprise. Miss Su, you're carrying 3 children. You're having triplets. Triplets? Me, here, pregnant with 3 babies? The babies are all developing very well, but carrying multiples is very hard. Bring your husband to your next prenatal checkup so he can share the burden. She still couldn't believe that she was pregnant with triplets. God gave her 3 gifts at once. Thank you, doctor, I understand. Zhuxi touched her belly, her delicate eyes filled with the tenderness of maternal love. It's okay, babies, don't worry, even if daddy doesn't want you, mommy does. If he dares to abandon you, mommy won't want him either.